Hello, welcome to Tech Review. We take our long-term Volvo XC40 Recharge for a road trip to see if the benefits of plug-in hybrid tech stack up over longer distances. There's something satisfying about reaching the outskirts of Sydney and seeing a fuel consumption reading of 0.0 100 kilometers. It wasn't to last, but after around 40 kilometers of driving as we set off on our road trip in our long-term 2021 Volvo XC40 Recharge, the fact we'd used no fossil fuel was deeply pleasing. A quick recap. Swedish brand Volvo has committed to electrifying its entire range of vehicles by 2025, offering either full electric or plug-in hybrid variants across its lineup of cars and SUVs. The Volvo XC40 Recharge is one of 3 plug-in hybrid models offered in Australia by the Swedish carmaker. Pricing starts at $64,990 before options and on-road costs, making it the most expensive XC40 model in the range. And by some margin. Still, there are plenty of added goodies. A panoramic roof and premium Harman Kardon sound system are standard in the Recharge, a $3,000 option elsewhere in the XC40 lineup that helped to defray some of the bill shock when comparing the Recharge to the next model down in the range, the T5R design, that asks for $56,990 plus on roads. Unlike the non-hybrid models in the range, which utilize a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder turbo, the XC40 Recharge is powered by a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine paired with an electric motor. The petrol engine alone makes 132 kilowatts and 265 Nm, boosted by the addition of 60 kilowatts and 160 Nm from the electric motor. A 10.7 kilowatt-hours lithium-ion battery pack provides the juice. All those numbers are sent to the front wheels via 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. The dash from 0-100 km/h is claimed to take 7.3 seconds, while Volvo says the Recharge will use just 2.2 L 100 km and is capable of 46 km of pure electric driving. A lengthy road trip is probably not the best canvas to test these claims, with the XC40's batteries depleted after around 40 km of pure electric driving. That got us to the outskirts of the city facing several hundred kilometers of fossil fuel motivation, unless we chose to break up our trip with recharging stops. That's not practical when 3 hours on a regular household-type plug will net you an indicated 45 kilometers of range. Another option is to switch the drive mode selector to B, for battery, that ups the rate of regeneration under braking, and also using the XC40's hold function, which ensures any charge regenerated is held in the battery until you want to use it. Beware, though, it takes time to regenerate even the smallest amount of charge. The most realistic option is to let the regen do its thing, and when the system deems there's enough charge for short periods of electric-only driving, let the car switch between petrol and electric power, as it sees fit, more akin to a closed hybrid system, as can be found in Toyota's Prius, Camry and RAV4 hybrid models. In this way, we averaged 5.1 L 100 kilometers on our road trip that encompassed around 800 kilometers, the 48 L fuel tank needing just one top-up. That's still a big improvement on the claimed 7.7 L 100 kilometers needed by petrol-only variants in the XC40 range. Getting to the edge of Sydney proved the Recharge's happy hunting ground. Using just electric power, by using the XC40's pure mode, the nature of Sydney's traffic ensured there was plenty of scope for regenerating energy back into the batteries. Once out on the motorways, though, that opportunity disappeared, and at a cruising speed of 110 km/h, the energy stored by the XC40 was depleted quickly. However, none of that detracted from the driving experience, the XC40 proving a comfortable and effortless to drive SUV, no matter the conditions. In pure electric mode, the XC40 Recharge behaved well, with sharp acceleration and a quietude inside the cabin that's hard not to like. It's no Tesla or Porsche taken in terms of performance, but it's decent enough. The ride, too, is decent despite the 1,760 kilograms tare mass XC40 sitting on standard fit 20-inch alloys. Bump absorption is good, while the usual road scars do a little to unsettle the small SUV. Out on the highway, there's plenty of poke from the 1.5-liter triple, the XC40 getting up to speed effortlessly, while also eliciting a pleasing thrum so common in 3-cylinder engines. Rolling acceleration is good too, making passing a breeze. We also ventured off-road in our XC40, and came away pleasantly surprised. Sure, it's front-wheel drive only, and yes, off-road in this instance meant swathes of unsealed dirt tracks, but the XC40 felt sure under wheel, while bump absorption over the often rutted surfaces was commendable. The cabin also proved its mettle for long stints in the car. Comfortable supportive seats greet occupants in the front row, while the 9.0-inch portrait-style touchscreen looks sharp. It runs Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and also has satellite navigation and App Plus radio as standard. However, the touchscreen isn't the most intuitive to use, and it's easy to get lost in the myriad menus and sub-menus. No doubt, this will get easier with familiarity. We had no need for the second row with just the two of us undertaking this road trip. But there's decent space for two adults, although a large transmission tunnel eats into available footroom for the middle seat occupant. With 460 L of boot space to play with, there was enough room for all our luggage and accoutrements for a 5-day getaway. That expands to 1,336 L with the second row stowed away, should you need extra capacity. The XC40 Recharge performed admirably as a holiday hauler, even if the nature of our rural trip made for a scarcity of charging options. Still, we were happy with a fuel consumption figure of just 5.1 L per 100 kilometers over a round trip of around 800 kilometers. We suspect, though, where the XC40 Recharge will really start to make sense is as a daily commuter. Its real-world 40 kilometers pure electric range more than enough for my own daily commute. Next installment, we'll see just how close we can get to extracting the maximum range from the batteries, and see if we can spend a week of fossil fuel-free motoring. Stay tuned.